We're in the middle of another power outage. There's a very fancy word here in South Africa for it, and they call it load shedding. Isn't that a fancy word? Our electricity supply, power supply in this country is on the brink of a total collapse. So imagine if you're a foreigner. Currently we are now sitting at 12 hours, no, 4, 8, 10 hours a day without any electricity, without any power, whatever you want to call it, electricity or power. 10 hours a day. And this is what they call stage 6. They're trying to keep it from total collapse by trying to control it for each section of the country. And it can go up in stages where you have stage 4, stage 6, stage 8, stage 11. Now stage 6, which we've been on, means, put it this way, the higher the stage, the more hours it's going to be off. And we are currently on stage 6, which means 10 hours without power per day. It works out at 4 hours, 2 hours. So imagine your fridge and freezer going off. I mean, there are so many things you start taking for granted that you don't really know about, that need electricity, that you sure do know about when you've run out of it, when your country has run out of it. 29 years ago, the whole world wanted to see the African National Congress take this country over, which they did. And it's taken the majority in this country of South Africa forever and ever to realize that they've made a fat mistake by voting for this African National Congress. Corrupt bunch, stealing the taxpayers' money, not planning ahead, or even if they know what consequences are of not building new infrastructure, not caring a damn, as long as they get what they personally want in their personal bank accounts, like the Russian oligarch. Basically the same. That's why South Africa loves Russia, despite this invasion of Ukraine, of course. South African government, not the South African people, South African government, the African National Congress loves, the ANC loves Russia. I tell you, it is so frustrating. Come, let's go through here. Come here. Let's go through here. There, go over. You want me to show you? Come. We're going over here. Ooh, now you really are stuck because you don't know where to go. Come this side then. Stupid fool. Come. Let's take this semi-existent trail through this forest here. Now I tell you, it is hopeless. Hopefully this has now caught up with this ANC and is going to cost them in the next elections in 2024. But I'll tell you something, a year is a long time to sit without power, and only then do you have another party that you can vote in to start the planning. So you've got a government that you've got a new government you can vote for in a year's time. That's 12 months without power. And then, only then, once, if and when the Democratic Alliance party takes over, it's going to still take time for them to start fixing and building what this African National Congress has never done in their 29 years. It's going to take time to fix problems created by lack of this and lack of that for over 29 years. I would love to know what the world thinks But does the world care? I don't think so about South Africa. The only time they did care was when we had our first democratic election, and the whole world wanted to see the African National Congress take power, and so they did. You want some water? Feel free to drink some, my friend. Want to drink some water? Want to drink some water? Do you want to drink some water? Please don't go too deep in there, because you get onto my bed at night. At least the water's fairly clean. You want to drink some more? No, lucky you are to be here. Come, we're going up here, my friend. Come, going uphill here. I love the stream. It's actually, there is a name of this, the something river. Can't remember what it's called, but it does run. One of the few that runs 24 hours a day, every day, throughout the year. Whether it's a rainy season and whether it's a dry season, there's always some water here at least. We are going up there, sharply up. Old pipe that used to be here, current working pipe that's below the ground here, which you don't see, in working order. Hey, this dog is fitter than me. Catch you a bit later. Well, let's go a little bit up here. It's quite pretty here. If we go to stage 8, that will be 12 hours a day. And they say stage 8 is imminent. We will be 12 hours a day without electricity. And there's no clear pattern. Let me tell you this part. There's no clear pattern every day. So you've got to look on your schedule, which changes for each city every day. You can't plan. And the inconsistency of the updates given by the supplying commission is so unpredictable that you don't know if there's going to be another update when you've just planned for your next 24 hours. Hopeless situation that this democratic South Africa finds itself in. The whole world wanted the African National Congress to be in power. Well, here you have it. Only people that might start finding it interesting now that it's so detrimental are some news channels. I want as many news channels as possible to send this out to the world and let them know what it has cost this country in fraud, corruption, and all similar words due to what they wanted, namely the African National Congress. Hopeless. I want you to remember that not everybody can afford a generator. Not everybody can afford a UPS. Not everybody can afford any kind of instant power supply. So unemployment is now starting to climb in. We may not be at the brink of a collapse in terms of that. I think the full effect of this, considering how many years we've now got about this and how it's exponentially getting worse now, the full consequences in terms of unemployment has still to peak before the majority in this nation can start saying to themselves they've made a fatal mistake by voting for this ANC. People are going to be laid off, and let me pick my dog up. Now, no, you can't go under there. Come here. Oh, let me pick you up. Stop being so impossible, please. Can you see why I need to pick you up? Can you see why I need to pick you up? You can't go under there. Now I'm going to let you down again. There you go. Wait. Hey, let me get this lead. There you go. So yeah, and further, not only unemployment, but a lot of other consequences that have yet to peak. So we will see. It's far more than just a inconvenience for home, not being able to watch anything. The consequences in terms of work, businesses, are just detrimental, totally detrimental. So anyway, that is the main reason I'm coming for another walk today while the power is off, and I'm lucky enough to be so close to the forest. We're going to the hut. I've organized a walk for this coming weekend to go up to the hut, so stay tuned for that. That's going to include the other dam, which will probably have quite a bit of water in it still, and from there another 3 kilometers. It's about 18 kilometers in total, 9 times 2 up to that hut. And from the hut you've got an awesome view to the next best river, which is the Kaaimans, which is what I like so much about the hut. You've got an awesome view over town, and you look the other way down the next best valley, if you want to call it that, and you're looking at an awesome section of the Kaaimans river. So you might like that walk, like to watch it. Thanks for watching this. If you've gone as far as watching it right until the end, stay tuned for that. Bye bye. Say bye bye to Milo, and see you soon.